So Fanny, talk to us about how ESG is getting integrated in risk management, whether that's risk management for your own organization or as you think about your products and solutions out there. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Of course. I mean, ESG has changed absolutely everything for our business and for our clients' business. So we had the sustainable banking team that was created 11 years ago. That was a small unit with a few people, and it's now growing. And now we have the person that started the team become our chief sustainability officer. And he has, and it's the same with a lot of companies. At first, the sustainability person was more in the legal compliance department, and now it's a function that is right under CEOs that are directly influencing the strategies of companies. So maybe if I talk just for our institution, on the risk side, we are fully integrating ESG into our risk analysis. We're developing the tool right now. We also have a transition tool, because it's one thing to say we will reward the companies that are good ESG students, but what's important for the fight against climate change is companies that are maybe a little bit behind, to help them bring them to being a cleaner, more ESG aware company. And we are also developing, and we just committed last year to the Net Zero Banking Alliance. And what it means is we have to reduce our own greenhouse gas emission. And we are a bank that is financing a lot the aviation business, the automotive business. We are, of course, doing a lot of renewable financing, but we also are financing steel, the cement industry, heavy industry, the energy industry. So how do we make the business evolve, but still support those companies that are needed? We do need to all those companies. So we will have hard decision to make at some point, but mostly we have to work with our clients to get there. And it's coming fast because the first goals are for 2030.
Yeah. So Fanny, very clearly, your organization has made a bet that says that good ESG practices basically result in better business. So you're actually willing to provide them solutions that give them an incentive to be better ESG stewards, in a way to say. So that very clearly, and then from a risk management perspective, it sounds like not only are you're doing that, but you're also actually providing them resources and help to move towards a better ESG, better set of ESG practices.
Yes, but it's not only my company actually. So I kind of looked back at who first defined ESG, and it's actually, so it was on the impulsion of the UN, Kofi Annan back in the days, kind of mandated 50 CEOs of financial institutions to see like, how do we integrate ESG in capital markets? And so they went through the entire analysis, and they all agreed that integrating the risk analysis of the E, the S, and the G, and actually mitigating the potential risk, make good business sense and will help you drive your business and drive better outcome for your business. So it's something that is proven, but somehow seems so hard to apply on a day-to-day basis because we do not have the tools to do that.
Great. I think very clearly there's frameworks out there, right, that one can learn from. There's services out there, whether it's consulting, whether it's data, whether that's intelligence or assessments, that can help you understand your ESG state, the ESG state of your supply chain. It's about making sure that you first understand it, and then you can start actually setting goals.
Correct.
Fanny, talk to us about, has this adoption of ESG within your organization, has there been an impact to your culture? Do you feel there's a change within the company in terms of the culture of the company as you invest more in these ESG practices, both internally and products to the marketplace?
Yes, I mean, for our institution, it's definitely, I'm proud to work for the green bank, and in Crédit Agricole was always called the green bank, but now with our sustainability initiative, we're more than ever, doing the right thing, being difficult sometimes with client, and asking for ambitious goals. So there's definitely a momentum there, especially for the younger professionals. Sustainability is something that, with our sustainability coordinator network, most of the people that raise their hands are people, I'm on the older side, but most younger generation that really feel like, they're working for a financial institution, but that's trying to make a difference. So that has definitely impacted the culture for sure.
Yeah. It's in many organizations, it is becoming a great factor for the right talent to want to be at those companies, to be working at those companies. So it can be a great attractor of talent.
Yeah, because it feels like you're making, you're making a difference in your day-to-day work, and it, that drives motivation.
So Fanny, to my we're winding down to my final couple of questions. One of the last questions I wanted to ask you is very clearly kind of like the need for talent around ESG, right? The talent that understands this space, because the space is heating up. Talk to us a little bit about, how are companies finding talent, competing for that talent, and just retaining talent? Anything that could give insights to other companies on, where to find this talent and keep that talent?
I think around sustainability, it's just because there's a lot more job opportunities, so there's definitely a lack of talent. But you need absolutely everybody to get on the sustainability journey, and everybody to understand the risk. The same way, in the finance industry, everybody needs to know about credit risk. We all need now to know about ESG risk. How's the company doing? I want to say maybe on a micro level in my team, and we're a big team. I think our manager did a great job and COVID is a good example of caring for people. I think caring is key. Not everybody had the same reaction. He made sure that everybody was heard. Every feedback was taken into account. He adapted the response depending on everybody's life situation to the extent he could, and I think that made a big difference. Caring, listening, taking feedback. As he always tells me, like, people, I want people to come with me with problems. I don't want them to come with me with solutions.
Yeah.
I'm here to solve the problems.
Yeah, one of the things that we found, Fanny, that works really well is, while we created this ESG real-time intelligence solution, one of the things we did is, like, whenever there's a good article or good piece of knowledge out there, we always share it with our team, because our focus is exactly the same. As it's not about forming an ESG team, it's that mindset be pervasive across the entire company.
Of course, doing the right thing, even if in the short term it doesn't feel like you get a benefit, in the long term, that's how you gain respect from your peers.
Yeah, absolutely. So Fanny, for my final question, what resources do you rely on to be a better leader? So kind of share your little secret of your growth.
I don't know if I'm a leader, but thank you. A strong network of people I can, like, that we call mentor, that I can rely on if I have a question, if I have doubt. So that's really, you rely on people, relationship, always talking with people, trying to learn something new every day. That's really how I try to do, and you learn something new from people. Maybe one other point is you don't get if you don't give. So that's what I try to always find something that the person needs first, and then you build the relationship, like the work relationship. Like, if you help them achieve their goals, they will help you the day you need them to achieve yours.
So some great lessons: learning mindset, have a network so that you can interact, learn from others, and then what you also said was give, not just get. So I think some great lessons. Fanny, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us, your wisdom with us. As you continue on your ESG journey, I'm hoping we can interview again in a few months so you can share kind of the progress that you have made and the progress the market's made so we can learn from each other. Thank you again for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.